Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. And Mark, hi.
Hi, sweetie. So glad you're back.
So happy to be here and hang out with you. I missed you.
All
Missed everyone here.
full of Sedona energy.
Full of Sedona energy. Um, okay, let's see. Um, I just have to remember how to do all the clicking and everything, you guys.
I
So
probably should have did it today, so it wouldn't have been so
I
much.
know. I'm like, it's all good though.
Getting back in the
Um,
groove.
You can tell I'm tired, so forgive me. But we will do. I will do the best I can. Um, and I know it, Janie. It was a love fest, I tell you, in Sedona, being with everybody and just all the love. It was like a week long group hug.
What fun. That would have been so great to be together.
Yeah,
And
yeah, it was. It was a lot of energy. And I slept hard last night. Yeah.
it would have been fun just having dinner together or lunch together.
And just chit chatting, and it was. Um, I wish we all could have been there. Maybe someday we can make that happen. So, if you, I know that Linda posted something live, some of the things live. So if you want to catch some glimpses, you guys, I know Linda did some lives with us all in there, so you can catch
Yeah, I
some of
saw
them.
one of those. I wonder if I should try to stream this again, or is that going to screw everything up?
You could, yeah, give it a shot.
Because I got new virus and all that stuff put in since the last
Mhm.
time, and so I'm wondering. It worked on Allie's channel, but I don't.
Um, yeah, so if it worked, yeah, give it a shot. Oh, I'm not plugged into my Ethernet. I forgot to do that, so it might not work until you know what I mean, to give it extra power over here.
Right. Well, I think it did. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, perfect.
It went through pretty quick. Hi, David.
Okay, Gina says you're already up and going. Okay.
Okay.
Did you go on and push the monetization on?
No,
Yeah. Well, you want.
I don't have that monetization
Oh,
button on
you
there.
don't have it on yet. Okay.
No, I tried to do it, but it hasn't come on yet.
Okay.
I still just have PayPal. That's all I do.
All right.
I want to do David today, so be sure to click him.
I got him. I got your star, David. Got you.
Lost
Got
his kitty.
you. Um. So we. Yeah. So throw in your question. It's going to be a little wonky today, so bear with me, guys. Um. Oh yeah, I see Faye's here, and she's coming through your channel, so that worked. Hi, Faye. Oh, look at you. We got a whole bunch of
Yep.
coming through. Perfect.
Yep.
Yay.
That's great. I know because last time, I remember it made me glitch or something, but I think maybe I fixed
It's
that.
fixed.
Who knows?
Good. Okay, good. All right, so it's working. So if you have questions, go ahead and throw them up. I'll star them, and we're gonna go through them. And
Yeah.
yeah,
There's a
so
couple of kids coming from my channel. That's great.
yeah, so that's perfect. Janie, so Janie's asking a little bit about Sedona. I'm telling you, I the love. It was just like getting a big hug, and to be with everyone that we share this space on YouTube. All the family here in the chat, and the readers, and even though there's this little separation with it's through a screen, I think we're all getting used to that. And
Yep.
through writing, I think we're all getting used to that as well. To actually be together and bring those hugs in, and share that energy space, it was just extra special. And
Yeah, because you already sort of feel like you know each
yeah,
other.
you know each other, right?
You've
So
already kind of weirdly met and everything.
exactly,
Oh,
you
you
have
haven't
that.
been face to face. Yeah, I know. It must be cool.
Yeah, so you have that connection already, and everyone. So for as far as who you guys watch on YouTube, like all the readers that were there, uh, and healers and stuff, they are just like what you see, and that was special too. So what you see is what you get. There's because we hung out behind this before everybody got there. We had a couple days together, just the readers or whatever you call us, and we just started up where you know what I mean. There's no like
Yeah.
difference, and we just started up like we knew each other forever, and so that was
Well,
beautiful.
we are like-minded people.
Yeah, and so
I think like-hearted too. So like our
yeah,
heart
that heart space
is in
and
the same kind of area. So you just feel connected. I think you just feel
yeah.
a kinship.
Yeah, and that intention, our intention for
Yeah.
this community and the love for this community and bringing us together and uniting is there, and so it's so evident when you are in a room with people who just share and love. It just easy. It's easy. It was easy, you guys. I guess let's put it like that. Um,
Yeah, I got
but
goosebumps all up and down. Just
yeah.
that was great.
Um, Mark, I was on your channel just waiting.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay, Lisa. So sometimes that happens if you go live and you're already there, you have to go back in. So Lisa, if you want to support on his channel, it would work now. And so
I know. And originally I had posted that we were going to be on my channel, but that was before I knew Debbie was going to get home in time and all that. So it might have been a little bit of confusion because I changed it, but it was up there for a little bit that it was going to be on my channel. And plus, I think I said last week I don't think Debbie's going to be back, so it'll probably be just me.
right. And
Oh,
I just miss you guys so much, and I miss Mark. I got my ass out of bed and I'm here. I'm tired, but I'm here.
yeah,
Um,
really early for
So
you.
I wanted to be here with you guys. Karen says in the group photo, you are definitely the Diane Keaton of the bunch. Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping that everybody there sends me all the pictures. I'd love to put together a little video with the pictures and all the pictures and stuff.
Were you wearing a funky hat? Is that where the Diane Keaton?
I did. I was wearing a hat. I wasn't. I don't know which one she's talking about, but in one of the ones I'm wearing my
Cap.
my love cap that I'm selling. And all the stuff I took, and you guys. Oh my God, the community is so beautiful. I sold out all my cards, so all my decks was sold, and all the hats I took sold. So I
Wow.
didn't. I know. You guys are so supportive and loving and kind, and so yeah, everything's sold. I do. I mean, I still have caps to sell here, but everything that I took sold. And I'm starring all the questions coming in as we're going here. And so so the fun thing about Linda is she literally is who she presents on screen. And so she was one of the drivers. So we had these two big Suburbans. It was like we were part of the secret security or whatever, those big black Suburban. And uh, I have nicknamed her Linda Andretti. Yeah.
I can imagine though. I was going, and she was the driver. I don't know about that. I can just imagine. Yeah.
Yes, she was the driver, and she's a very good driver. But I'm telling you, she knows how to drive. when you pull out of a curve and you hit that acceleration out of the curve, that is a race car move. That's a race car driving move. And at one point, we were being told kind of over the phone directions, and oh, you need to turn right here. No kidding. I don't know if you. I think it's kind of hard to get a Suburban on two wheels, but
Oh,
yeah.
it's like, no, I said, I said, turn left right here. Have you ever had that joke where it's like,
Right. Yeah. And so,
turn
but
right here? No, I meant turn left right here. Oh no! I don't know.
turn right
Meanwhile,
here.
she's
Yeah. So, but yeah, fun and yes, good driver. But literally, I truly believe she was probably a race car driver in a past life. Very, very fun. We had a good time.
That's a lot of fun too. Was Allie there? She was there too, right? Allie from
Ellie
our.
was there, and Sheila Celtic Tarot was
Oh,
there.
she was there. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. A lot of
So,
people. I saw
um,
Kim. And one thing I saw Mel.
Mel, Mel was there, and Susan Lynn, and um,
Your
and
Kim was there.
Jinlin, and Jinlin.
Yeah. Oh, Jinlin was there too. Oh, cool.
So yeah, Jinlin, she held because she's a healer actually. So we see her online here, and she does the readings and the tarot. But one thing that she does is she does energy healing. So
Cool.
she held that class, and it was beautiful, beautiful guys, beautiful being, beautiful human she is. But yeah, so that's a little bit about Sedona, Janie. Thank you for asking. Ancestor, I felt like a kid left at grandma's while the parents were doing a great job. Yeah. Yeah. Both Lynn's, yeah.
Yeah, we had to stay home and take care of the pets.
So a funny thing though. So on the first night we had to do a walkout. We walked out to a song. You know, if you imagine, there's about 80 people there, or whatever, 70, almost 80 people, and we had to do a walkout song. Well, I thought I was walking out with Kim, but at the last minute they said no, you need your own walkout song. So I was not prepared. So I gave a song to walk out to, and it had like a slow entry. So I'm like, well, you can't dance to this, because they were dancing and jumping and, walking through the crowd, which you can imagine. I'm an introvert and a tad shy. So, I'm like, oh my God, I can't dance. This is not a dance portion of the song. So I'm walking and just high-fiving people, and all of a sudden the song finally starts. So I ran back to the beginning and started over. That was my embarrassing moment, but
I love it.
I got through it.
Well, in order for me not to feel left out of the whole thing, I just went on a wild and crazy spending spree instead.
You have to tell them how many decks.
Well, besides that, before that, the day before, I went and ordered some shirts.
Oh.
Quite a bit of rainbow accoutrements, getting ready for June.
Yes, June.
Got some nice new coats, so I can't wait for that. And I spent a fortune. And then last night I went, oh, this is really embarrassing, guys. But I'm going to tell you anyway. You'll see how foolish. I bought 15 decks of tarot cards because I stumbled across, I'm pretty sure Pan helped me stumble, because all of a sudden I came across this place I never heard of, and they were having this big sale, and the cards were really cheap.
You guys, no joke. And he sends me the link. I'm like dead, half asleep, tired. he sends me the link and I start checking it out, and I was delirious. Yeah, the cards that we love are in there.
Yeah, lots of them. And I just
It,
stopped
it is.
putting them in my box. I went, oh, it'll take me a while to go through all of them when I get them. I'm going, you can't do 15 decks. But anyway.
But if there's some cards you guys are wanting, what is this site called? I forgot this. The site is.
It has a weird name.
Yeah,
I've never heard of it there.
Um,
I've never seen this site before, and it was called a summer flash sale. And I mean, literally, they were all under $5, almost all of them. Most of the decks I bought were like $3 something, which is
literally under $5, you guys.
And they were decks I've already bought too that I did not pay $3 something for them, and so
TEMU. It's TEMU. That's the place. So if you check that out, and and
let me
free shipping and free returns. If you
free shipping, super cheap, and it was free shipping on any order. I happened to went a little overboard, but even that, and I told Debbie I also got 2 pendulums because they were like $1 each.
Seriously.
Pendulums with all different, you could get quartz or rose quartz or amethyst or tiger eye, and then the decks. But like, I ended up getting something like, I got 15 decks and 2 things, and it was only about $70 for all of those, all of that.
I mean, it's just, so if you guys have been, Christine, did I get your question? I'll read through all the questions I have, and if I didn't get it, repost. But yeah, so if you're interested and you've been waiting on a deck because it's too much, literally go to this place. You're going to find it for $3, $5. Okay, so let me read here. Very confusing today with multiple. Yeah, the 2.
I know, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Well, our home base is Debbie's channel today.
All right, so Delma, Sweet and Salty, David, Sissy, Sweet and Salty twice.
Oh, look, he says they advertised on the Super Bowl, that Temu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Amlam, which is Lisa, Faye Cole, Christina, LJS, and Diane so far. So if you did not hear your name, repost your question. All right. There's Patty. I got you, Patty. And oops.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get the cards so that you know they actually arrived.
Yeah, you'll be showing us. We're going to be having some card reveals here. Okay, so let us go ahead and get started on some questions here. Welcome, everybody. It's so good to see you, and I'm super happy to be here with you. I got my ass out of bed for this because I love for Mondays.
Yeah.
All right. Delma, we are starting with you. And so if you put a question in, we ask that you stay just so we aren't sitting here going, are you here? Are you here?
Now, Sequoia ordered from them and got her deck. I don't have any feeling like that they're not real or nothing.
Patty, thank you. Blessings to you. That is very kind. All right, so here we go. Delma, and I know that we just started, and so Delma, I know, and you were the first question, so I just want to make sure you're still here. But the question is, if you remember, my cat was killed on April 30th by a dog that got off leash. Any messages from her? Yes. Oh my goodness, Delma, that is devastating.
Let's have the kitty cat's name.
Got you, Christine. Got your question. Okay. Let's see. I don't see Delma answering. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next question. I'm keeping you on here, Delma, just in case it's slow.
Yep.
And we're not just seeing you yet. So I'm keeping you up here. I'm just going to move on to the next one. We just want to make sure that everybody's here when we.
Right.
Okay, sweet and salty.
We can move a little faster too, though.
Yeah, we want to move through here. All right, sweet and salty. Does Michelob and JC have a message for me? Now, sweet and salty. Okay, the other question's the same.
Are those? Is that a dog and a cat, or?
She's on both of our channels. I love it, sweet and salty.
Or is that two? What kind of animals are those? I kind of feel both energies, so I'm just.
Yeah, let us know. Are they cats, dogs, sweet and salty?
Michelob and JC.
Dogs. All right.
Okay. Doggy dogs.
And are they here, or have they passed?
There's Delma too. Okay, great.
Oh, Delma. Okay.
Husky and a Doberman. So are we talking to past pets or pets that are here?
Okay, so I have them coming in. One seems like very more attentive to and then the other one seems a little distracted. So I think they're trying to bring in a little bit of their personality. So passed. So they passed. So you have one who was just seemed a little bit more what you would think smart or whatever, because they seem to be able to connect and pay attention or follow directions more, and the other one seems a little bit more flighty. Would that feel right to you, sweet and salty? Which one was which?
JC or Michelob.
But both so precious. They loved you so much. Their connection to you is just so beautiful. They came here with different they had different jobs in your life. You know what I mean? Like, how like one would be more of helping you carry energy, so you're not having to carry all the energy by yourself, and one would be, you know what I mean? So they both had they came for different reasons for you to help support you on your journey, in your journey here. JC was older and my heart. Michelob was killed at 1 year old. Okay, so that makes sense to that one that was still a little bit more puppyish. Okay.
Right, and I'm talking to the older one because I was going to say it's the older one, and then you wrote that. JC was the older one.
Okay.
I was going to say, which one's the older one? And then you wrote that answer. I love that when you answer when I have the question in my head. So that's the one I think I'm talking to today is Mr. JC. He's telling me he's in heaven. He's been in a little time, solitude time. So that they usually show me this card when they're on the other side, and they've been hanging out. And then they also will usually show me this card. These are like apparently my reincarnation decks.
I thought Michelob reincarnated into JC.
Uh-huh. But JC was the older one, you said. So wouldn't it be the other way around? JC incarnated into Michelob? Right?
Well, I think that's what she's saying. I just feel like it just.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then when I get this card that says loneliness, longing to belong, usually when I'm doing these readings, that
Mm.
means I'm about ready to leave heaven. I'm sort of tired of this up here. Um, and I'm checking you out again. So then I get empathy. I see and hear you. So these cards seem to be trying to get me to tell you that first one, the oldest one, because I'm confused now on who's the oldest one.
JC came 30 years later. Got it. Wow. Okay.
But the other one was just a little pup, only lived a short time. Okay, I'm beginning to understand.
Got it.
So
Got it.
I'm still going to call it JC because I think that was the one
Well,
you had
yeah, because that was the one who was here the longest.
the
Yeah,
longest.
that makes sense.
But so I feel like you might be right. That's the same spirit. Like it had a short lived, then it jumped back. But I don't know. It sounds like he might be thinking about coming again to me. The one you call JC, that spirit. But that could also be Mikkel. You know, they could be one and the same. Now that I'm kind of getting what you're saying here.
Yeah.
But I feel like he says, you know me better as JC is what he's saying. Like that, you spent, you know, I mean, you're saying that too. But he's like, yeah, I spent the most time. So he's kind of identifying as JC to me today. But he's the one that I'm seeing say, yeah, I've been up here. I'm getting a little tired of it. I'm thinking about coming back to you because he's like that. I see you and hear you. That's
Yeah.
when they're kind of focusing back in.
Hmm.
But to me, with these cards, because they've taken on a whole new thing for me. And it's amazing, you know, how often those same cards will come up. Because I'm telling you, all of a sudden, I'm the reincarnation whisperer. Anyway, that's what he seems to be trying to get. What else are you getting, Debbie?
Another thing, they're part of a soul, that soul family. So they're part of you, like they're part of your soul family. Like this has all been set up like to help you. And I keep saying that, but it's something to do with your path and their inner and that shared energy with them to help regulate you on some level, sweet and salty. I'm not sure how that fits for you, but you would. And then they gave me the card, significance. You be you. And I just noticed it's like they're here to assist you, right? So JC still assists you from the other side. They both do, energetically. Um, and but even better if they were here with you, right? So again, what Mark is saying, ready to come back and assist you here.
But you do have somebody there now, right? Do you have a pet now? I'm wondering because I'm just gonna show you this.
Yes, they do. Yeah, you can feel them. And that's them.
Yeah, that connection, right? No, you don't have anybody there now. Okay. Mm, yeah. You haven't had a cat or something too? I'm probably up the wrong alley here. But anyway, here's another card that came out just as to um, kind of put a button on it. Let it happen. Allowing, let it happen. So I think that's what we're looking at next.
Yeah.
Joy,
Joy.
finding your bliss, but in that respect is finding his little spirit again. So I feel like they're looking, I say they, but it is looking to come back. And when they say that, when I get that card about I'm a little bored up here, they're, they want to get it going. They're like they've started it. They've set their eye on the prize kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. They're ready.
Yeah.
Are you ready, sweet and salty? Are you ready?
Look at all
Oh
his
my
heart.
God, you're so loved. How precious. All right. Thank you for the question. And here we go back. Let's see. So Delma is here. So we are back on here with Delma. And Delma, again, we are wrapping you up with lots of love and healing in regards to your cat. I forgot her name, Delma. If you could let us know her name.
Yeah.
So we can connect in with her and get messages from her. Okay, so I'm connecting right in here, Delma, with her. She's she's saying she's separated out of her body immediately, like before any trauma. Just so you know, she's watching it. She watched the attack. So, and I'm not an expert at this, but I do. I have seen this before, where they are kind of, when a trauma happens, that separation happens, and so they don't experience the actual traumatic event. So she wanted me to show you that right away, that even if you're seeing the trauma on her body and what happened, if you experience that, she did not. She wants you to know that. Because that came in right away. She was up here kind of hovering, kind of watching it, but separate from it, Delma. She's just showing. I said, "What are you doing now?" And what's happening now with you. And she's just up there licking her paw. So to me, it's kind of like, she's still in restoration and kind of that whole kind of on her little vacation or something.
Right. Well, did we ever get her name? No, I don't. I think she's having a hard time.
Yeah, I think she's having a hard time getting. I know she's here.
Yeah, I know. I saw her too. But I was just going to say her name and then I didn't hear it. She didn't really. It was like one of those, like she wasn't expecting that. That was like an unexpected, what you might say, a horrible occurrence. So the first card that comes out is the devil. It was just like, oh my goodness, that was horrible. And
look at that.
Yeah, yeah. Look, that little surprise. But I do think she got to watch it from above because they just pull you out. But it was a life lesson in a way for her spirit, and because of that, she comes back stronger and smarter. Here she is as the Knight of Wands, like, so she learned like a lesson, like kind of a spiritual lesson,
Mm-hmm.
and she comes back stronger. So in a way, I know it's always hard. The same thing when a human goes in a horrible accident. It's always like, ew. But I just feel like on some level, and she's saying again, it was a lesson.
Thomas was her name.
Oh,
Until I found out she was a girl, and then she became Thomasina. I love that. Aw. I do feel like ironically, this is usually Mark's job, but I do feel like she's like, I kind of want to come. I wasn't done,
Yeah.
I kind of want to come back.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was a surprise to her. She was not, whoa. Yeah. I am so sorry for that trauma that you went through, Delma, though.
And other than just being there, kind of, she didn't really do anything to, I mean, she was just there, kind
Mm-hmm.
of out, not protected, enough or whatever. But it was like, what?
Yeah.
But it was, you know, that dog wasn't usually loose either. So
Right.
it was like the whole thing was like an unexpected. I would feel like that dog owner must have felt horrible.
But the main thing she's coming in, Delma, is she wants you to know right up that she did not suffer.
That's for sure. And, oops, I just wanted to pull one more. So right now, this didn't happen super long time ago. It's been about a month, I guess. But she's still resting. Oh, it's like a
Yeah, that's kind
recovery.
of recovery, right? That's her kind
Yeah,
of licking her paw, kind of recovering.
yeah. And
Mhm.
even that little conundrum where she's still kind of up there
Yeah, like,
fixing up and
What? I kinda wanna go back. What I
yeah,
love I love Delma, right?
right, right. But I think that's on the plan. It's just there's been a little bit of time period. But I feel like I do. The final card she gave me is the High Priestess, and it comes right after the Hangman. So I got that laying in the bed, Hangman. So there's a little bit of still being suspended. This High Priestess, though, that's that connection between heaven and earth, but it's usually a more feminine kind of. So she's working with that energy, and that would make me think, seeing how that works. How do you get back to earth? So I feel like she's still figuring that out. But my thought is this happened so she would come back as a stronger, smarter kitty.
A
Uh,
smarter kitty.
yeah.
I like the smarter kitty because Delma says she could have run over to the house so easily, but Witness said she wanted to fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So in that way, it was a lesson she learned. I can see the lesson a little better now you said that. Uh, but her plan is to come back a smarter kitty. And if you've got that heart center and you want her back, keep that possibility open for yourself. That's what I always tell people to do. Just keep the possibility open and see how that's coming. She's not quite ready, I don't think, but I think it's something she's heading towards.
Beautiful. I'm looking right now for
And
ML's question. I never saw it. I'm so sorry. You guys know this happens every once in a while where someone's trying to get their question in. Um, okay. Uh, so I do have this one, but I don't have like the original question. So
yeah,
this is the only one I have. And I see that you're asking over and over again.
yeah.
You have my question, and
What was her name or his name? If you can put that in there at least, the kitty
yeah,
cat.
we have, all right. So,
That kitty cat too was 20. And that was sort of a way to exit and get a lesson at there, towards the end, sort of. That's probably why she didn't run. She's an older kitty too.
okay. Let's see. I'm missing cat. Forgive me for being.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know, ML, you've been here since the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and take this question now because I know
Yeah.
she's been here since
Yeah.
before we even started. So
It's so frustrating when the internet gods don't
yeah.
cooperate.
Okay.
So
Can you tell me her name? And
I
just
know because the weird thing is, how come we can get all this?
yeah,
Because
we can get all this, but not the actual question. So go ahead and we just want uh,
coming from my channel.
Her name. Oh,
Yeah,
it's from your channel. Okay.
look like I have that little
Yeah, it does look like. Yeah.
paper clip thing. Yeah, if you can somehow squeeze Pussy Puss's name in there.
Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to reopen your feet. Hi, Cindy. Glad to see you today.
I'm interested to know what you're receiving. I feel like, unfortunately, I don't feel that. I'm not sure she'll be coming home. But I would love to know her name just to make sure I have the right kitty here.
Right.
I hope that you have a different sense.
Yeah,
Wow. Zeus, missing panther cat, got out before Saturday, rain deluge, hasn't returned. Oh, is he? Okay, so he.
So he was kind of trying to get out of the rain.
He and Zeus.
What? Yeah. So he's been gone since Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I'm hoping it could be a hiding place that I'm looking at here because they keep showing me I'm kind of hiding out. And then you know how it takes a minute for them to kind of come back to themselves after that, after trauma. You know, whenever something happens, cats are so great. They're able to kind of pop out and pop back in. So I'm hoping maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what I'm seeing here. I hope that's it. Let me check more in on this.
Well, I just pulled some cards while I'm trying to hold her energy, and I'm getting a little better of reading.
Oh, good.
So she's still looking to get back home. I get this, Two of Wands. But the fact that it's got the little globe in his hand, all that. So she's still trying to get back home. We're looking for the way back. I do get the Lovers, and just the way this card is. Would you please focus?
There you go.
That you could return. There may be a reunion. The Moon. So just keep holding a positive thought to help her find, kind of hold the.
Oh, I'm so glad you got that moon because that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Kind of hold the candle in the window, kind of keep a positive thought. And then the fourth card I got is just the Ace of Cups. So that would make me think she's going to maybe come back.
Yay, yes.
But it
Okay.
It might take another day or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Because what I'm seeing is that like this hiding place, but they were like in there not moving. So I'm like, what's going on here? But that's what they do. Especially when it's like when you said there was like a lot of rain and that chaos. And so then they get discombobulated.
Right.
So yeah, holding position, it looks like, but look what I got. I got the three of wands. So, and waiting to act to get home, but, some great,
yeah,
suggestions to put that food out and do all those things. Thank you, everyone. Doing those things to get him home. All right, Zeus, it's time to come home.
Yeah.
Mama's waiting.
And he may have gotten soaked and all kinds of stuff. And he's just trying to make sure all that's over with. It was like, oh.
Yeah. So good. Yeah.
I feel a little pretty good about it, but we'll see. Let us know, MLR.
Yeah, let us know. I'm sending energy to his hiding place. Time to go home.
Yeah.
When, and again, when they feel safe, I guess. I think it's interesting that he was showing me that the way he was showing me. It didn't. Yeah. Anyway. All right.
And plus, that moon card might be come back tonight or in the night or something a little
But
bit.
also hiding in the shadows, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
exactly what he was showing me. All right. That one's done. David, thank you for waiting.
Hey, David.
So we have David, then we have Sissy. Then we have Amlam, which is Lisa, then Faye, then Christina. Okay. Those are all coming up.
Yep.
Okay.
It is there. Okay. His cat's name was Happy.
Happy, my sweet, beautiful cat Happy passed away on May 12th. Oh, I'm so sorry, David.
Yes.
Any message from her? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Queen of the house. Queen of the house. You
Happy.
Queen of the house. You made her feel like royalty, David.
David, was she older? I'm wondering. Just question. I feel like her passing wasn't what I wouldn't call it traumatic. It seemed more like an easy passing.
Hi, Sherry. Welcome and thank you for hanging out with us today. She was at least 17, but maybe as old as 20.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Look.
You
indulged her. She said she felt like queen of the house, and she said, I had everything that you could ever want.
Right.
Yeah.
And like a long, happy life. Like that's why I feel like, she's older because she felt very, pretty satisfied, I'm going to say, with her time here and with you. She, so her time with you was like
look at
all of
that.
the sun.
Yay.
Happy seems to be a good word for even this picture, and her name was Happy. But I think she was a little ball of happiness. And actually, even, her crossing sort of reflected how happy she was. And, what a nice lifetime she had with you. It was very important for her to have a relationship with a human. I feel like she was good at that.
Yeah. I think, David, your connection with her is what she's saying, what she's bringing in here. It wasn't like I don't want to, I don't know who knows what normal is, but I'm just saying this was also a unique connection, soul connection, but there was almost like, oh, you're familiar. You know how if you watch, I don't know, any of those witch shows or whatever, and they have a cat that's a familiar. I don't, out of my realm of understanding, but something to that. She was your familiar, and and has been with you in many lifetimes, she says. So that's what your connection, that's why that was so unique and amazing. She is a wise teacher,
Yep.
and I feel it was a obviously perfect match for you in this lifetime. But she, if you want, she will come back, David. She'll come back to you.
Yes, David. She wants me to say, well, my person was almost like he was part animal anyway, because we so related. And then she shows me that son again, where it's a part human, part animal.
Oh, look at that.
We were together. We were like connected. And she also showed me this mental link. I feel like she thinks you two understood each other. You could read her thoughts. You knew what she wanted. Um, I want her to come back. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you those cards in a minute. Oh, Mr. Um, what did I say I was?
Together 24 hours a day. Yeah, David. I
Yes.
know.
Yeah, it was a partnership. And I can just see her being right with you, too.
Mm-hmm.
And like Debbie said, this wasn't the first time. So, oh, Mr. Reincarnation Whisperer, here we go. It's gotten beyond that these cards could come up just so, what the. I never stopped shuffling them either. I'm constantly trying to mix them all up and everything. So here's my big old manifestation incarnation card. Look at here. From thought to form. So she's already planning on coming back into form. That's already on becoming all that you are. And she's thinking about coming back as maybe a little baby.
Oh, I got the wholeness card too.
Yeah. And I like this because it's that reflection of the
Mm-hmm.
reflecting into a baby. It makes
Mm-hmm.
me think. And she said, don't get another cat because it's all about meow. It's about me coming back. It's not another. No, we are not done, the two of us. It's like that. We have this deep connection, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not done yet. I'm coming back again. Does feel like kitten, like maybe it's a baby. So you go through the whole shebang again, raising her again. So May 12th. She's going to do it pretty quick because she's used to it. She knows how to do it. She didn't get those cards about I'm up here twiddling my thumbs, getting a little bored, waiting.
No. Yeah.
Nope. I'm already into the mind power of creating it again. And she told
Yeah.
me right at the beginning, you two are mentally connected. So, open up to that, David. I know you are already. Allow for that to come in. That's really how we can help them. It's just allow that, allow your belief system to be open to that. And, you can help her in that way. But we're kind of moving along. I don't see you being without a cat for much longer, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, David. I'm glad we got your question today.
Hugging you, David.
Ready for
Yeah.
surprise?
Surprise! Here I am.
Here I come again.
Oh,
I always said,
yeah.
"Oh, that surprise card come up whenever it comes out because I can't stand it. It's so cute." That cat's
She
face.
will find you, David. That's not even a question. It's already in plans.
Right.
It's already in the plans.
Just pay attention.
And thank you, everyone, for helping Catherine out in regards to what is going on with her fur baby.
Yep.
Um,
Because we won't get.
Catherine, we have about 20 questions before you came in, so I apologize for that. But as you can see, this loving community will help you out. Okay, let's see. Sissy. Um, I have a question about a deceased dog I had buried in my yard. Scooter. My 3 dogs go over there, leaving gifts. Oh, your 3 current dogs go over and leave gifts in that area. That's so cute. I love that. And here is Scooter.
The one that's buried, right?
Yes, and he passed in 2018, and he was 13 years old.
Oh, look.
There's Scooter. Look how precious he is.
So cute. Look at that beautiful fur. Little curly-headed dog.
So, and so we want to know, it's just a message, correct?
Yeah. Well,
I have a question. I didn't. Did I miss the actual question? God.
I don't know. Is it because they doing that? She's just wondering if they're taking him toys, maybe?
Baron is the one who's placing Scooter toys at his resting place. So, okay, what's going on? I tell you, our fur family, they're just so much more connected, and they understand so much more than we think.
Yeah. I feel like Scooter has been hanging out a little bit, like lately. It's like all of a sudden his energy's been visiting again, and I feel like they notice it. And it kind of, he goes to that spot where his body was, but why are you visiting again all of a sudden, Scooter? I feel like he was gone for a little bit, and then he came. Now he's back looking again. Hey, Scooter, what's happening? But Baron is bringing him his toys. He is bringing them to him. But then he's not really able to play with them. I think Baron can see his energy. What are you?
Yeah, getting? I do. I believe that his Scooter's energy is there, playful, still wanting to be a part of the family, right?
Right.
And so they Baron recognizes that and will put the toys there when Baron wants him to come back to visit, right? So they want Scooter to come back to visit. They'll go and put toys there to come play in spirit with us. So I love that they are able to reunite like that in spirit and be able to see each other so clearly. How wonderful. That's what I'm seeing play out here.
Yeah. And like as if, sharing his experiences with the earthly dog or something.
Oh, yeah. And also Scooter does tell Baron, like, dude, you need to step it up a notch on this, at this level, or do this, or don't do that. Like Scooter seems to help. Not that Baron is, but you know what I mean? Scooter still wants to run the show a little bit.
25th, 2020. Yeah.
So interesting. So Scooter, that makes sense because Scooter is training, continues to train Baron. That's what I'm seeing. Cause I'm like, what does that mean? Like, but yeah, training.
Right.
Yeah.
And Baron listens to him. Like he goes, what now what?
Now what?
He
Yeah.
comes and gets his lessons from him or something. Like they are connected. I saw you ask before. But it's like he listens to him or follows his lead. Huh. The other, I don't know, Sissy. Because I was wondering, my question was going to be, did Baron come after Scooter passed? And you say yes. That's your statement there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having, I don't know. Here we go, Deb. I'm not 100% convinced that they're not the same dog.
Oh, interesting.
And he's bringing toys to himself, kind of, or he's acknowledging. That's where I'm kind of hearing they might be the same dog.
Oh, okay.
And he's sort of honoring his old. He's still got those memories, or the memories of.
He has the memories, but I also feel again that who knows how it works fully on the other side, but I do feel like that other part of him continues to train him.
Yep.
And so, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Helping himself.
Like going to learn from himself, his more experienced self,
Boom. Catherine, thank you. Blessings to you.
I know that. I didn't see that, but thank you. I really. Scooter with my parents now.
Oh, so she's feeling that maybe Scooter came back but is with her parents. So you're seeing Scooter has come back.
No, I think her parents may have crossed.
Oh.
I think.
I'm getting confused. All right.
I don't know, Sissy. There's something about it that makes me feel like, because I was already going down that road in my head, but it's interesting. But I do, it is like he's learning from himself in a weird way, like from his past experience. I would feel like, though, he would seem a little like Scooter, maybe, in some ways. For one thing, well, the whole thing of carrying toys and putting them on his grave.
That is something.
Yeah. And I feel like almost like taking him to his other self. It's like a memory coming through something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, my parents died. I think he was with them, but right now I don't feel like I'm not getting that. So I don't know. I might be way off here, Sissy.
Their Scooter is with them. How's that? So what I'm seeing here with this, Mark and Sissy, is that immediately what I'm seeing is your parents. I'm seeing Scooter with them. Their Scooter, right? But when we come back to experience life down here again, that Scooter remains the same for them. But then Scooter comes back, right? To be back here again. Right. So it's like,
and like to be completely your dog this time. He's not their dog. He revamped to come in as yours. And now she's saying, yeah, Baron has Scooter's personality.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I agree with that Debbie just said about the parents and the other aspect of him being there with them.
And that's how it works. So when we, again, when we come back to experience life again, who we were before, that thumbprint is still there on the other side. So however that works, again, above my pay grade. However, we do know that it's way beyond what we can even imagine, right? How this all takes place, but we can only share what we're receiving. So this is kind of what it is, what it looks like.
I know there's that weird thing about the past, present, and future all happen at the same time.
Yeah. So
yeah, I get that. That's what that's about somehow. I don't understand it. We might when we cross over. But, when I said, I think you would notice Scooter's personality in Barrett, I just feel like that's him. He's come back to be your dog this time. Now, that doesn't mean like what we said, but I don't know. That's becoming really loud and clear in my brain. And that he kind of liked to get that out in the open.
Hi, Miss Mims.
That doesn't change his relationship with you or anything, but in a way, he's trying to explain that behavior about taking toys to himself. Oh, Baron sleeps in Scooter's chair. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think it's the same little spirit.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Yep. All right, Sissy, big hugs. All right.
Yep, Sissy.
So we have Lisa here. And
M-I-M or M. Yep.
M-I-M. Oh, okay. My name is Lisa. I miss our deceased black cat, Max. He had lymphoma and he wasted away. Does he have a message? Any messages? I love him. Yes, he loves you too, Lisa. Max. What a sweet boy. Oh my goodness. He did like to bring you little gifts, didn't he? I don't know if he considered himself a little hunter or something. But that was in him. He liked to bring you little things. He wanted you to be proud of him. But you were. I mean, you loved him. It's interesting because you said that he kind of he had that what did he have? Lymphoma. I'm so sorry. And that he kind of wasted away. The only thing that he was sad about is that he couldn't, insects, mice. Yeah, he's showing me with a little mouse in his mouth, but I didn't want to say that out loud but that he couldn't do that like he had in his heyday of bringing you gifts. He just adored you. He adored you. He wanted to bring you things and do that part. He just reminds me of like this, like he considered himself your knight in shining armor is what he's saying. And that when he was sick, he was unable to do what he did before, and that he kind of felt bad about that. But you didn't make him feel bad about that, of course. But that's kind of what he was saying. But other than that, he's not showing me that he felt pain or anything like that. Just, I guess, more maybe tired. I guess maybe he slept more or.
Right. Yep. And I'm hearing too that the lymphoma, the illness, you guys went through that together more or less, and it was a soul agreement that you were going to kind of be there for him during that. He felt like he took care of you before that, by bringing you tasty mice and things. But so this was sort of you were there for him during that. He's very appreciative of that. This was something like a lesson that you both sort of looked at, and I know that sounds kind of vague, but a lot of us look at illness to try to figure it out in one way or another, or maybe to figure out that we're actually whole and well, and illness is made up. I don't know if that's true, but so a lot of times we come and we have illness to look at that. And I feel like this was one of those that you both learned from. You took it on as a lesson that you two went through together. And he's grateful for that. He was welcome to the other side, and he felt whole and everything as soon as he got over there. Like there wasn't, he just embraced the unknown. He just moved over there easily. Like, I don't think there was a lot of pain and stuff. He saw more, like when he's on the other side, that thing about, we went through this together as a, he shared it with a human. It was a shared experience with a human. And that was, although it was about illness and you didn't like it, was still, it served him. Because otherwise, he could have gone through that alone without a human sharing it with him. And that makes a big difference because, I've talked about this a lot. The animals are seeking out that one-on-one relationship with humans to remind us that that's possible, number one, and how much love there is between us. And they seek that out, and we learn so much from them. And sometimes just the lesson of caring for someone you love who's sick, we learn that from them. And, and you might not do that with a human, but you get that with the animal. So it was a very strong, soul relation. And I know you felt it then, and you still do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry that he had to move on, but what a beautiful experience that you had together.
Yeah.
Blessings to you, Lisa. I sometimes see a black shadow in my house out of the corner. Yes, that's him. 100%, Lisa.
This guy looks like him.
There he is. Oh my God. That's
kind of sneaking in the corners a little bit. I love it. You said a black shadow too, so he comes up
yeah. He's still wanting to bring you little gifts.
He's still around. He's not, he's still in heaven, I think. Kind of enjoying it, but he visits and stuff.
Oh, yes, he does. Checking in on you. Your knight in shining armor. Okay. We have Faye. Faye, are you still here? Faye's from your channel if you want to.
Hi, Faye.
Yep.
I think I saw Faye last week. Ginger is her kitty cat. Are you here, Faye? Yeah, she's here.
Yes. Okay, great.
Passed away 10 years ago, Ginger.
Oh, and look who's here.
I knew somebody's butt was going to show up.
Yeah, that's cool.
I knew it. Hi there, pretty princess. Pretty Princess Luna.
Are you going to turn around and show him your face or just show him your butt?
She always likes to show me her bottoms.
She does.
Every time. And like before we started, I said, where is Luna's butt? How come and there it is? She goes, I'll bring you my butt. Hi there, you little booger head. I love you. All right.
Come Come say hi to everybody's.
Your mom's finally back. She's been left you alone again. Huh.
Yeah,
Poor little girl. She says, I'm pretty strong and independent.
she is. She is. Don't step on that. That'd be a disaster. All right. Yep, I see you.
I love sticking her head on your chin. So very cute.
All right. Can I have a message from my cat Ginger? She passed 10 years ago. Let's talk to Ginger, okay, Lunas? Let's talk to Ginger. Thank you, Wiki. Yes.
There's a pretty little face.
Yeah.
Hi, Luna's little face. How are you, Sugar Plum? It's a little bit spoiled.
Just a little.
I'm small, slightly spoiled.
Okay.
So, are you about done?
All right, Ginger. So Faye, was Ginger an indoor outdoor when she was here 10 years ago? She says she's been back too. She's come back. So I don't know if she's come back and it is with you. That's more Mark area. But I do see that she's come back. But 10 years ago, I mean, when she was with you the first time, I feel like she had kind of like she's telling me freedom, mostly indoor. I felt I felt she
Sent outdoor kitties. I don't know what that means.
She had the freedom to do what she wanted, though, right? I mean, she's given me that sense of freedom of moving about the way she wanted. Like if she wanted to be outside, she could have. But she's given me a sense that you gave her freedom to be who to be her. She was free to be her. Yeah. Okay. And so that was important for her. And also, she's also talking about the energy of the times as well. So she's bringing that sense in too. Like it wasn't just her story; it was your story, Faye.
Faye, who do you have now at the house? What pet? Dog or cat? Do you have a pet now, or are you just none? I do feel like she's on the earth now. You don't have anybody there now. Okay. Well, the first card you gave me was this little, I like it's a little orange cat. I don't know if Ginger was orange.
Oh, look at that.
But everyone is connected. So she has a really strong connection to you, and you two were pretty connected. And then I got that she spent some time on the other side in the great mystery, in the unknown. But then I get instigator, got to start something. So I feel like she kind of wanted to get back involved or back to the earth plane, because then fullness give thanks. So this makes me feel like I'm back to earth.
She said she really balanced each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Your energies. There was purpose in that, and that there was you kind of equalized each other out, or however you would say that. Even if you had, I just feel like, yeah, if you want, she's ready to.
You didn't have another dog or a cat since she passed, right? Even if it's not here now. There wasn't another one in between? I don't know. Could be a dog though too. Anyway, her passing, I don't know. She felt very connected to you, Faye. Um, she's happy. Okay. She's
After passing, I felt she sent 3 additional kitties to me. Mhm. You really, Faye, you really, that cat energy, and that angelic cat energy that comes in really, really, you really identify, like your energy really works well with. And I feel like, what, and again, I'm just going to give you what Ginger's saying. And I feel like she feels like there's some kind of imbalance. You're kind of off balance a little, not mentally, not any of that, but just kind of like, she wants to bring more balance into your life right now. She feels like there's that energy is missing for you. And it really does assist us in our own, like, you know, as much as sometimes I think Luna is a pain in the ass, I know that she helps assist me in my energy. And so Ginger's kind of saying the same thing. She's like, she feels like, things are kind of, off kilter a little bit right now for you, and she wants you to maybe introduce some of this energy, introduce another kitty. And if you want her to come in, she will. She'll. I am off balance, Faye. I love you, Faye. Me too. Yeah, she was a great.
balance.
There you go. See,
My cards come out like when you're talking. Faye, she wants to reiterate that you two are very connected. She also, when we were talking about, right when you said, I think she sent me 3 additional kitties, this card came out with 3
oh my gosh.
little faces, family, all in the pride. So I think she did have something to do with that, she says. She is pretty, she feels, well, she's a very smart cat, and I keep getting orange kitties, but, like this, she's happy cat. She's this nice bliss card, but she's sort of in a conundrum. She's up in the air, and she's kind of wondering if maybe there might, she might be coming down or something. So this is one of those things when she says, I'm available. I think Debbie just said almost exactly this thing. Like, if you want her, she'll be back. And she's like, here I am, just call me down.
Yeah, just call her in.
She goes, pursue it, be curious about it. It's worth the risk if you go out on a limb kind of and look for me again. And every single cat I pulled is like orangey looking. Yeah.
Reincarnation strikes again.
Right. Now, in this one, she's waiting for you to, push the button, like start it. Say, yeah, I'm willing to, I'm curious if this could happen for us, little Miss Ginger Pants. And so I'm like, maybe worth taking that little risk. And the risk is just being open to it. She says you're super connected. So there you go. And you say, how do I do that? Just focus on it. Keep your eye on the prize. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. And you can bring that into your reality. All right. Ginger.
Yeah. Okay. So I am so
Yeah, we're
Grateful for all the questions that came in and how much you love the fur family. That's why I came on today, because I just want to give you all hugs for taking care of our fur angels. We have time for one more question, but know that Mark is on Saturdays as well. So bring back your questions then, and then we'll be back on next Monday on Mark's, well, both of our channels, but Mark's channel, and he'll be hosting next week. And so please bring back your questions. And so we have Patty coming in here for our last question.
And as you can see, my dogs are anxious for me to do something. Like, Alaska just can't.
I know. Alaska's like, come on, hurry up and get finished. I'm so overwhelmed here.
Buttercup is exactly the same. Look at her. There's her.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm collapsing too. What would I do without my girls? Okay.
I know.
What's our next question? Chester.
Chester is a dog, and Chester was diagnosed with a heart murmur. Will he be okay? I know you're, Patty. That is so hard when our babies they get these things, and it's just like, what? Yeah. Okay. Chester.
Is there?
I don't feel like he really even knows. He gives me a sense of like, do. Yeah.
Maybe slightly less energy.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he gets a little less energy.
Patty, is he a cuddle bug? I feel like he loves those cuddles. Chester.
Did they recommend a medication or something for that?
Patty says yes. Yeah. He's content. Just give me my cuddles. He just loves the connection, and he loves being next to you. And
yeah.
Patty, he said that you have had some sadness in your life. While he's been in your life, he said he's telling on you, Patty. He's saying that you've been sad, and he wants us to give you some love right now.
An antibiotic, okay. Lots.
So I don't know if you were sad about. Oh, so lots of sadness. Okay, lost my son. Okay, so he's telling on you about your son and the sadness. Yeah, and he has been that's his cuddles with you. When he's cuddling with you, he's sharing that with you, and he wants us to give you a cuddle right now too. So we're giving your hugs right now, Patty.
Yes. Oh, my son. Oh, see, you guys don't know what I go through over here by myself in my room.
Oh, my son gave me this dog. Oh my God.
And I was just going to say, he also misses your son, and he has a connection to your son. And you're right. Oh, yeah, he gave me. So it's like all of a sudden you want to talk about, yeah, but my relationship to her son. And he feels that too. And I'm very sorry, Patty, for that. He feels it in you, but he shares that with you. He's also looking to feel better for it.
And I don't feel that this heart murmur is going to make him leave the planet earlier. But there's something that will, I don't know, it's helping you bond more or something with that. But I don't feel like it's going to have him exit early or anything like that.
I don't even know if this is possible, but I feel like it might just go away or something. That it might not just keep on.
Continue to give him energy healing. Just continue to send that energy of and see him as whole.
Yeah.
That see his heart as and everything pumping as whole and healed.
Yep. I almost feel like,
Patty said I thought it would go away first. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's there forevermore. It almost feels like it's related to the sadness that you guys have gone through, the loss. Because again, I put all these cards back and shuffle them again, and then he gives me his little sad face
Oh
card
my
again.
God. Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like it's somehow related to that, almost more than like what we might call a heart murmur. But it
We both have broken hearts. Yeah.
exactly, and I feel like it might replenish itself. Yeah, I've been doing Reiki on him. Great.
Yeah.
And that doesn't just, he takes it on. They all do that. He's sad and you're sad, and he tries to take it on for both of you. And I think it was just a little, it took a toll a little bit. But we're going to lift the energy up. And as we're ending, I'm going to send a little bit of energy for both of you guys.
Yeah. We're going to spend a moment and do that right now. Okay.
Yeah, and your son, now here he comes.
Yeah.
And I just feel him wanting both. He wants to lift you up. He goes, please don't be sad. Because don't worry about me, because I'm in this, here comes the word glory, which I've never once said in my life. I'm in this glorious situation, and I'm good. I'm fine where I am. And I want you to lift up. Think of how I made you happy, when you can. But I also just see a lot of light being offered to you both, especially in the heart center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have a relationship with Jesus, but I do feel his energy around you, like right now. And I have my hands out like this, and that's because that's the way his hands are. And it looks like it's not really an embrace, but sort of. It goes around, but he's just putting a lot of light. And, I can see your son watching this. And, he feels really grateful, and he loves watching this. So I don't know if you already have a relationship with Jesus. If you do, call on him, his energy specifically, to help heal your heart and lift your spirit. It doesn't erase the event or, your connection, but it does help you move forward. It's like you and the doggy are just one energy here while we're doing this. The dog is right there with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm taking that energy too. All right, good. Right. Yeah, I could see. I'm almost done, guys. I know sometimes this goes on, but Pan's energy, a lot of times, my hands start moving, but he's just kind of whipping the energy. It's like spinning it, and it helps clear out the auric field, because sometimes energy gets stuck in there and it kind of hangs on longer than it needs to. It eventually will go, but he's just speeding that up a little and pushing some old energy that's not, it doesn't serve you to your highest good. So it's really ready to be released. That's why it's out there. So he's just pushing it on out, assisting and helping.
She said yes, but not a religious connection, more of a spiritual bond with Jesus.
There you go. Yeah, I knew
Your hands are exactly where mine were when I did Reiki.
Oh, good.
Continue to do that, Patty.
Yeah.
Continue to do that Reiki on him.
And you can ask for Jesus to come in and send energy through your hands. Like, you can work with him. I know it wasn't religious. I knew that. But he's there available to you. And so you can, say, I call upon you to join your energy with mine, and we send it, like you work together with it. It'll come out of your hands. Like you said, my hands are exactly, yeah. You almost can't help it. And whenever I work with Jesus' energy, I don't know, my hands just go whoop. I can't hardly keep them from going up and
Right.
out, open.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons I usually know it's him, because there goes your arms and hands.
Yeah.
But I don't feel, oh yeah. Yeah, you'll feel the energy and the heat. That all sounds terrific. I feel like he's going to get better.
I do too.
Yeah.
Alex also is showing me, like when you are when you're cuddling up on the couch or whatever with Chester, that you must feel Alex there with you, because he is just surrounding both of you right then. Like it's almost like he's there on the couch with you. And I know sometimes though that if we are in grief that we can't feel our loved ones, but you will. It will happen. He keeps showing me, and Alex keeps showing me something in the kitchen, like the dishwasher or something, or dishwasher. And I don't know what that's about, so I'm going to leave that with you, Patty. But
MLR, that sentence was just going through my head. Chester, like chest.
good, you can.
I just went through that exact same thing in my brain. Then you wrote it out on.
Oh, how funny!
I'm telling you, I'm happy.
Oh, MLR, you are good. She always puts stuff together like that, though. Yeah.
And I don't know what's happening to me. I'm either like, I don't know. Is it?
I have an altar of his ashes near the kitchen. Okay, because he keeps showing me. I'm like,
it came immediately.
Okay.
I could feel his energy right away. It's very loving and
sweet. Yeah.
he watches you, but he doesn't want you to think he's continuing on. It's like, it seems like an ending, but it isn't, Mom. I'm continuing on. Even though, of course, there was this change. But please don't worry about me. I'm moving like my soul wants me to do. And so, but he's around you. He's concerned about you. And, interestingly, like almost like his soul knew the puppy was going to help you out in the future. It was almost sort of a gift ahead of time. And, and so he looks down on it from there going, yeah. Good.
You're going to help each other out.
Yeah, I'm glad that you are. Yeah, anyway. It's interesting that he's the one that brought him in a way ahead of time.
Well, Patty, this whole community right now has been wrapping you up and sending you love. Please come back and hang out with us so we can continue to love on you and walk with you in this time. So blessings to you and blessings to everyone.
Yep. Every single person. We love all of you guys so much. I love you guys hanging out with us. It's so great. It just lifts my heart. It apparently makes me a stronger telepathic person, because how many times, I don't know if I'm hearing your all's thoughts and then you write it down or what is happening, but it just keeps happening over and over. Well, I'll get ready to say something. I'll go, oh, look, just exactly what you wrote. It was what I don't know. Something's happening.
So thank you, moderators, Gina, Lisa, everybody. Thank you, members. Thank you for all the donations. Such a blessing, you guys. And thank you for the thumbs up and all that you do to help support these channels. And we love you. Thank you for loving on our fur family. That's why we do this on Mondays and kind of give back to the community, because you give to our fur family, animal kingdom. Love it. So we love you
so much.
And we will see you next Monday on Mark's. And if you want to pop on Saturday as well on Mark's channel for more of this, please do. Love you guys.
Missed your question. Try then, and I'll try to get you on Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll do animal questions, even though it's anything, but you can also ask animal questions.
Yeah. So hugging you all. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.